City of Blackwell to order, please. May we have a roll call?
Braden,
Here.
Henderson,
Present.
Moen,
Present.
Hollett,
Present.
Murphy.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. If you are able to stand for the invocation and flag salute given by Councilwoman Henderson, please do so. Dear Lord, at the beginning of another city meeting, let us give thanks for all that we hold dear. Once again, we ask for your guidance as we begin another council meeting. We are aware our decisions have impact on this community, so please guide us in making wise decisions. Bless all those that are here. Give them safe travels home. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Tonight we have some special presentations and some recognitions. And I'd like to begin with the leadership class of 2025-26 that are here tonight. If you would stand and come up, we'd like to thank you for coming. We certainly appreciate the food. But if you'll come forward, we are glad that you're here tonight.
Alright, big smile. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1.
We'll shake it after the meeting. Mayor, I would like to just say a few words. The leadership class spent the day touring the city and all the departments. We always enjoy hosting the leadership class, and it was a great day for the city, and I hope it was a great day for you all as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Blackwell Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening. I also have my executive board here as well. On behalf of the Blackwell Chamber of Commerce, I want to take a moment to extend our deepest thanks to all those who helped make this year's first annual Boo Bash such a wonderful success. An event like this doesn't just happen overnight. It takes weeks of planning, teamwork, and a lot of behind-the-scenes effort from so many dedicated people. To all of our City of Blackwell departments who played a role, our police department, fire department, street department, electric department, and every other team that contributed, we see and appreciate everything you do to make the event safe, fun, and seamless for our community. We also can't forget Charles. For everything he does, it does not go unnoticed. We want to thank all of our city leaders and department heads for their continued partnership and support. Your willingness to work hand in hand with the Chamber helps us create something truly special, not only for local businesses, but for every family and visitor who comes out to celebrate. The Boo Bash will hopefully become a tradition that brings our community together, and it simply wouldn't be possible without the dedication and cooperation of the entire City of Blackwell. Whether you helped with street closures, lighting, safety, setup, cleanup, or anything in between, please know that your hard work has really made a difference. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for being a part of this event, for supporting the Chamber, and for helping us build a stronger, more connected community. Thank you again, and we look forward to many more successful events together. It actually goes to the department heads back there. All the same, we do appreciate this.
Thank you. That's very nice.
All right, if I could have Matt Coe come up. All right, as everybody knows, well, I guess it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, we discovered that our electrical line, our 69 transmission line, out here on the Shikasti River, one of our poles is in great danger of being washed away in the river. The river's trying to straighten out. There's massive erosion right there. So the city took action. The city council passed 2 emergency resolutions, and we tried to figure out how to solve this problem. A lot of people had a hand in this. Basically, it's going to cost the city $1 million that we did not budget or did not have at this time. At that point in time, I stopped all capital improvement for the city, which means all departments had to tighten up their belts, and there was no money to spend at that time. We had several meetings with Oklahoma Emergency Management, ODOT, and trying to figure out how to fix the problem. Well, the only way to fix the problem is move the transmission line to the south side. Like I said, $1 million. Matco and his engineering firm came out and worked tirelessly with our electric department, our fire department, and Matt got on the phone representing Blackwell tirelessly, I probably mispronounced that, day after day. And long story short, I don't want to take too much of it because it's an agenda item. Matt played a huge role. We got $1 million from ODOT, and they're going to pay to relocate the line. So Matt, on behalf of the mayor and the city council and the city of Blackwell, we can't thank you enough. Now, if I could have the street department, water C&D department come up, please. Don't move too fast. All right, raise your hand if you've driven down 6th Street in the last week. Wonderful. These men right here and women, she right here? Okay. 13 blocks they repaired over this past year. Main Artery Street cuts right through the middle of town. It's great for the citizens. Like I told the leadership class, if you break Blackwell up into quarters, now everybody can go just a few blocks to get on a good street to go east and west. We know they did Blackwell Street last year. But we just wanted to tell you all thank you. We can't thank you enough. You guys work in steward conditions. If you don't know what that means, it's extreme conditions. They can only lay asphalt pretty much in the summertime when the heat and humidity is at its highest. They did this project. It wasn't contracted out. Their skill set and their tireless effort just paved 13 blocks on the main artery street in Blackwell. Not only that, they have done 4 miles of water lines and streets in the last 4 years. All the water lines have been replaced on every new street that they've done. So on behalf of the council, the mayor and I, we just can't thank you enough. And we can't wait to see the next street you do for us. So.
If you haven't driven down 6th Street, you need to, but don't speed. Are there any comments tonight?
None tonight, Mayor.
Thank you. The next item is the consent agenda. There are 4 items. We can remove any of them if you'd like to, or we can consent to all of them.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we'll have reports of the departments, beginning with code enforcement. Ms. Cindy?
So before I start my report, I wanted to thank Jerry and the utility office. Last week I was able to go to the American Code Enforcement Association in St. Louis, and Jerry and the utility office administration covered and made that possible. So thank you. Okay, for October, we did 19 permits, 16 inspections, 17 licenses. We had 142 violations. We sent out our contractor 14 times. It's starting to hopefully dwindle down a little bit more. I know it's not considered October, but we did have one more house removed, so I went ahead and included that on here. He just got that done just a few days ago, and then he just finished one more today. And we still have that one person that keeps paying every month, so the number just keeps going up just a little bit. We've done 7 garage sale permits. There is a new house over in McKinley Trailer Park, and Stride Bank and a new house on 6th Street are moving along. And I think Casey's charging station should be finished up and should be online. Quite sure on that. And we received plans for Kara's Cane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Chief Hamrick couldn't make it tonight. This month, the fire department responded to 4 grass fires, 2 trash fires, 8 vehicle accidents, 1 vehicle fire, 2 gas leaks, 2 smoke or hazmat investigations, and 2 canceled en routes. The EMS department responded to 2 ALS transfers, 7 medical transfers, 1 canceled en route, 1 no patient found, 68 treated and transport patients, 39 referrals, 6 event standbys, and 1 assist agency. Out of the treated and transported 911 patients, we took 61 to the hospital here in Blackwell, 4 to Ponca City, 2 to Stillwater, and 1 to Wesley in Wichita. We had a good amount of training this month. Also, OSU Fire Service Training received a grant, and they chose to put 5 of the classes in Kay County. 4 of them were this month. 2 were here, 2 in Ponca City at the fire department, and 1 was at Pioneer Tech. So we sent 2 to weapons of mass destruction class, 4 for arson investigation, 5 for exterior offensive fire attack, 19 of us attended fire investigation, fire as a weapon. Then we also G5 to the Homeland Security Conference, which was great for educational side for us. We also participated in the Boo Bash and Halloween trick-or-treat night. Then the Halloween library reading with the kids. And then today, or this week rather, the contractor installed the new windows at the fire station. So much more efficient. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. For the month of October, we had patron circulation was 1,028. We had 26 new library cards. Our monthly material circulation was 730. Patron computer use and services was 62. Our copy and print service was at 381. Libby circulation, which is audio and ebooks, 503. Hoopla was 192. On the 1st and 2nd, we held homecoming crafts. We did cowbells and they made mums. On the 11th, we also held an adult doormat, Halloween fall doormat craft. 17th was the fireman's story time. They read a story, gave out their treats that they give out, and then the kids got to go look at their trucks and ambulances. And then the 20th, we had a movie day because that also fell on fall break. And the 28th, we attended Boo Bash and played games and passed out candy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. You've been busy.
Excuse me.
You've been busy.
We have. Actually, my list is pretty short tonight because of the big push to get 6th Street done. It consumed most of our time. We wanted to try and get that done before the weather turned off cooler. We did get our 6th Street finished up all the way to Doolin. had some log jams under the bridges at the fairgrounds and also on First Street, so we cleared those out. First part of the month, we went out and set up the soccer goals and laid out the soccer fields, got those striped for the soccer season. Guys did a little mowing and brush hogging, they're just about to wrap all that up. And we did help set up for the Boo Bash, set out cones and blocked off the street. They did spend a little time filling potholes, and they've been running the sweeper truck.
Thank you.
Questions? Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
My crew's been working, we're still working on the police and fire electric conversion. Working with the KC Electric, he has a contractor in town, we're working on changing out some electric poles that we share the conductor on and some poles. New Stride Bank location, we moved the streetlight pole out front to accommodate their entrance, and we have got them temporary power. We're working with tourism on some decorated lights on North and South Main. We got some new veterans banners installed for them. Casey's Electric's charge station is online, it went online today, and we worked 49 service orders and 186 locates for the month of October. Any questions?
Thank you.
Good evening. For the month of October, for the water plant, we were able to kind of catch up on some maintenance at the water plant, change out some 6 water valves for our blowdowns and our lagoon pits, and do general maintenance around the plant. For the waste plant, we did the same thing. We focused on maintenance around the plant, worked on our airlines on A Basin 1, and then maintenance performed on headworks to get that back in system going. But that's all I had.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the month of October, C&D department did 116 locates, 7 main line water leaks, 58 work orders for City Hall, and continuing repairing radio issues on the new meters. And that's all we got.
Thank you, Hal. Good evening.
Good evening, Chief Brewer, able to be here tonight. For the month of October, enforcement, we had 106 traffic stops with 34 citations, 71 warnings, 7 arrests, and 41 reports taken. Accidents for this month, we didn't have, we had 3 no-injury accidents, so that's a good thing, accidents are down. Calls for service for the month, these are 911 calls, we had 272 911 calls, 931 calls for service, and all other calls that came into the police department were reviewed by is 1,424. Animal control, they've written 5 warnings this month, or for the month of October, 2 citations. They had a total of 192 calls with 18 animals impacted. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Just a few things to add. On behalf of the city to the chamber, it was awesome. One of the coolest events. I was born and raised here, and that's one of the coolest events I've seen in quite a while. So you all need to take a bow as well. Putting that on for the community was just absolutely phenomenal, and we thank you all for doing that. Last month, hosted the Students of the Month from the Blackwell Middle School. We always love doing that. If you've got more, you can send them every month. We really enjoy hosting them. Those were 6 outstanding students that got to spend lunch with us and tour part of the city, and always appreciate when the kids come up here. I sat in and along with Chief Hannenbrink, we did a Pioneer Tech's accreditation on a Zoom meeting. Can't say enough good things about Pioneer Tech and how lucky North Central Oklahoma is to have that facility there. So it was an honor to do that. I want to reiterate, street and water, completing 4 miles of road in 4 years, that's pretty astronomical. When they did Blackwell Street last year, I think they're one of 2 in K and Noble County departments that have the ability and the equipment to do our own streets, and that's pretty astronomical. You all remember the price tag on 13th Street when that was contracted out, so the savings is just through the roof. So I can't thank them enough. And we'll get into some of the grants and the reimbursements later on the agenda, but the last 2 years, and this is on the low end, we've received $3.2 million in grants, whether that be CDBG, reimbursement, REIT, so that's pretty impressive. And I want to bring up that number because a lot of people put a lot of hard work in writing these grants, from Tracy to Lauren to Mr. Kennedy to Russ Meacham, Chief Hannabrink, all these people that put in tireless hours to go above and beyond to get free dollars for the city of Blackwell is very admirable. So really appreciate their efforts on that. What's going on in town? A lot of great things. Conoco across the street from Walmart, they have remodeled their building. Looks really good. I believe, I don't know, I think it's the same company, it may not be. They're remodeling C-Mart, and I guess the plan is to open that as a gas station. Pizza Hut just submitted plans to remodel Pizza Hut. They're gonna put a drive-through on the east side. Council Murphy and I were talking, good luck with that. But that's what the plans show. I think they're gonna shrink that building. If you've been up in Kansas and seen what Pizza Hut's kind of done, they kind of made wing stops and kind of consolidated their building. But a lot of good things, a lot of people invest in dollars in Blackwell, a lot of businesses. And like I always say, you can't thank people enough that we invest in Blackwell. If you go down Main Street and Dillon, almost every business has done some type of remodel or reinvestment, and it's really, really, really appreciated. So can't wait to see the progress, continue to move on. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. The next item would be discussion and take possible action on some items. A is to consider approval of resolution number 2025-0017 of the City of Blackwell, Oklahoma, providing for the purchase or buyback of accrued but unused employee vacation leave, a maximum of 3 shifts, for the City of Blackwell employees not covered by a collective bargaining agreement.
Like it says, this is in our personnel manual, but it has to come back to council every year for approval.
Are there any questions?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-0017.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden.
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen.
Aye.
Pollitt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. B, consider approval of resolution number 2025-0018 of the City of Blackwell, Oklahoma, to the Election Board of K County, Oklahoma, advising said election board of a general election to be held on the 7th day of April 2026, to be held in the City of Blackwell, and the office to be filled at said election, namely the at-large position, mayor, advising said election board of a possible need for a primary election to be held on the 10th day of February 2026, providing the said election shall be nonpartisan, providing for a filing period in accordance with the laws of the state of Oklahoma, providing for the qualifications for the office, providing for state law pertaining to municipal elections to govern. It's my office.
It's time for an election,
I know.
and your position is the one that's
I know.
up. It's of course April 7th, and the filing period will be the first 3 days of December.
I know.
And in case you get at least 2 opponents, there'll be a primary election, and we'll do that. Any announcements tonight at all? Or?
I'm going to be filing. Yes, indeed.
Good.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 2025-0018.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? It's been moved and seconded.
Braden.
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen.
Aye.
Pollitt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. C is to consider award of proposal and approval of the agreement between the Red Dirt Power Line Services for for the design, the engineering, rerouting, and the construction of the 69 kV transmission main east of Highway 11, Chakasky River Bridge, with the Blackwell Municipal Authority as an additional party.
Yes, we have this on both agendas, the city and the Blackwell Municipal Authority. The Blackwell Municipal Authority declared an emergency, and they authorized our engineer to go out and find someone, sending out proposals to find out somebody that can do this very limited number of people that can do this in this area because it's dangerous and it's high lines and it's much higher than than what we're used to. Well, as was discussed in the award ceremony, Matt and many other people contributed, and the Department of Commerce has given us up to a $1 million reimbursement. The proposal that won was with Red Dirt Power Line Services, and today we actually received their final bid on this. Their final bid for doing this is $837,560. There are some contingencies in the contract. First of all, we believe that 1675-foot wooden poles are necessary. If there's more poles that are necessary, it will cost more money. Luckily, we're under the amount of the reimbursement resolution. The second item is, of course, that we are responsible for all right-of-way procurement, and that has been secured through ODOT. We're going to pay 30% of this up front. Now we do have bonds on this, performance bonds, maintenance bonds, and statutory bonds, so if anything ever happened, Red Dirt is a dirty dog, I mean, we have public protection here. But 30% of it we're paying upon execution of the contract. That's going to be for materials procurement and engineering design. 50% will be paid upon the rerouted line going to the other side of the street. And the final 20% will be paid when they demolish the other side. They have to come in and take out those lines, where those are, all the poles and all the lines. So that's the number. Luckily, we can get back to business because this will be fully reimbursed. We did provide here in your attachment, because they've already agreed, and as you know, we sent them a utility relocation line agreement, and we signed it. You approved it. They signed it and sent it back, so that is in place. So what we're looking for is an approval of this contract.
Are there any questions or discussion?
On the poles, the wooden poles, were there any other poles considered?
Matt?
For an ODOT relocation, for the 100% of the cost be reimbursable, you need to go back with in-kind. If you'd like to do a betterment, it would involve revising the utility relocation agreement, and the city would pay for the cost difference between the laminated poles and the metal poles. So it's just like if you were relocating a water line and you had an existing 6-inch, ODOT would pay for the relocation of the 6-inch, provided you're under 10,000 population. But if you wanted to go to a 12-inch, you would have to pay the cost difference for the betterment of the utility.
Right.
Any other questions? Any discussion?
The poles themselves, for 16 poles, they're $35,000 a piece for the wooden poles, which just seems like an absolute fortune. I have no idea how much, steel poles or something would be. It'd have to be considerably more. $35,000 times 16, $560,000 of this price is in those.
How long does a wooden pole last?
Well, that's a factor of the weather conditions and the soil conditions and wind speed. But, I mean,
30?
so you get, 20, 30 years out of the pole.
Those poles out there were put in 1980.
1980?
With the line relocation, I would venture to say, and Matt, please weigh in, moving it to the south side, it'll have a natural levee protecting it. Yeah, it'll get flood water, but it'll just come up like a bathtub. It won't catch no current or anything. So looking at the natural landscape and the terrain, it's going to be more protected on the south side than it ever was on the north side because it sits down lower. It has more contact with the current from the river. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with that. It's a lot less likely to move there than upstream where it's moving right now, so.
Thank you. I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement between Red Deer Power Line Services.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is to approve a contract for CDVG non-entitlement program grant in the amount of $600,000 with the Oklahoma Department of Commerce.
Well, more good news. This is a $600,000 grant, which will be used for that CO2 building at the water treatment facility. As you remember, at the last meeting, you approved two resolutions, REAP resolutions. One was to do a bore across Doolin out to the industrial park. The other one was, of course, to assist with this CO2 building. As it turns, you can only turn in one REAP resolution, or if you turn in two, they'll call you and ask you for your best. So we weren't sure, will we get this, will we not get it? But we did get it. So if we get the REAP grant, it'll be an additional $150,000 on top of this $600,000 grant towards that. And then we can use the remaining funds from our loan from several years ago on the water plant to provide for this. I will point out to you that with that, the loan dollars are expended, and we need to talk about what we need to do more at the water plant, recognizing that we weren't able to build our new water plant, but we're rehabbing the old. So I'm hopeful that very soon we'll have a update and a proposal of how we can do that. This is for that project, and now that project can be bid and teed off. We do have a permit for that too, correct? So that one's ready to go.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
Make a motion to approve the contract for the CDBG entitlement program grant.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item E is to consider award of a bid for 2 LifePak 35 monitored defibrillators, accessories, service contract to the sole bidder, Stryker, in the amount of $120,521.90.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We're just asking to accept this bid. This is for the OSERF reimbursement grant. We went out to bid to lock in the price, not going to purchase it until we get a PO from the state, but we do want to lock that price in. And as the mayor said, that was our total. Our cost on this is $25,632.90, and that's going to be paid for out of the EMS tax.
Say the amount again, 25,000.
$25,632.90.
Thank you. Any questions?
I would like to reiterate more grant money.
I'd like to make a motion to award the bid to the sole bidder, Stryker.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. F is to declare old and broken fleet material and/or equipment as surplus property no longer necessary for public purpose, and to authorize disposition of such surplus property as the city manager directs.
This is just from our fleet, materials that are just old and not unusable at this time. We just need to get rid of them.
Any questions? Any discussion?
I make a motion to declare broken fleet material as surplus no longer needed.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any new business tonight?
None this evening, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. I declare the meeting of the City of Blackwell adjourned, and we'll begin on the second meeting, which is the Blackwell Municipal Authority. I'd like to call it to order, please.
Braden,
Here.
Henderson. Present. Moen,
Present.
Pollitt,
Present.
Murphy.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Are there any comments?
None tonight.
Thank you. We have a consent agenda of 3 items.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. We need to act on, A, consider award or a proposal and approval of the agreement between the Red Dirt Power Line Service for the design, engineering, rerouting, and construction of the 69 kV transmission main east of Highway 11, Chicasky River Bridge, with the City of Blackwell as an additional party.
This is the same you saw on the city side.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with the Red Dirt Power Line Services.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. B is to consider approval of Resolution 2025-0017B of the Blackwell Municipal Authority, providing for the purchase or buyback of accrued but unused employee vacation leave, maximum of 3 shifts, from the employees of the Blackwell Municipal Authority, not covered by a collective bargaining agreement.
Same thing you saw on the city side. It would need to be approved on the BMA as well, if you so choose to do so.
I make a motion to approve resolution 2025-0017B.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any new business?
None this evening, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. The meeting of the Blackwell Municipal Authority is now adjourned, and our final meeting is the Blackwell Facilities Authority. I'd like to have roll call, please.
Braden,
Here.
Henderson. Present. Moen,
Present.
Pollitt,
Present.
Murphy.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Are there any comments?
No, no ma'am.
Thank you. There is a consent agenda of 2 items.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Been moved and seconded.
Braden,
Aye.
Henderson. Aye. Moen,
Aye.
Pollitt,
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carries. There's no business. Is there any new business?
None this evening, Mayor, thank you.
I declare the Blackwell Facilities Authority meeting adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Congratulations on your.
Okay, this is